We all deal with some degree of ownership issues. It's the source of many conflicts in our lives. My name is Joe Varner, and I'm the pastor of Thalia United Methodist Church, and we're going to talk a little bit about ownership as we tell the story of Jesus when he rides into the holy city. Now, I remember being stingy with my pens in middle school. There were some pens that wrote far better than others. So when I found a pen that I really liked, I didn't really want to share it with my friends in class if they asked to borrow one. I learned to pack extra pens for others to borrow. Eventually, I grew up a little and learned that Bic, the brand that makes writing pens, they make a great pen that comes in packs of 6 for a fraction of the cost. They work just as well, and then I didn't have to be so stingy. We humans can become a little possessive over our possessions. There's a sweet little story in Mark 11 when Jesus rides into the holy city of Jerusalem. Now, the author of the story gives us important background information. We hear about the details around the colt Jesus rides and the exchange between the owner and Jesus' students. It goes like this. As they approached Jerusalem and came to Bethphage and Bethany at the Mount of Olives, Jesus sent 2 of his disciples, saying to them, "Go into the village ahead of you, and just as you enter it, you will find a colt tied there, which no one has ever ridden. Untie and bring it here. If anyone asks you, 'Why are you doing this?' say, 'The Lord needs it, and we'll send it back here shortly.'" The part we're going to focus on is in verse 3, when Jesus warns his students that other people will wonder what they're up to untying this donkey that clearly doesn't belong to them. Remember, people can be stingy, especially with their donkeys. Jesus lets them know ahead of time what they should say when people ask them, "Why are you taking their donkey?" If anyone says to you, "Why are you doing this?" say, "Its master needs it, and he will send it back right away." The mystery of the universe is contained in this one verse. The one to whom every single creature belongs appears in the flesh through Jesus Christ and borrows a baby donkey, promising to send it back to where it came from. The real owner, the real master of the donkey, borrows the donkey without asking permission, but promises to return it to the one who's been hanging on to it. Why are we so stingy when Jesus is the one who really owns everything we have? We could spend a long time answering that question. Instead, I wonder what we can do now that we know how generous Jesus really is. Maybe when we see someone in need, or someone asks to borrow a pen, or we look at our savings account or update our budget, we can all take a moment to pause and remember to whom all of this really belongs. I wonder what could change in our daily lives if we looked at our possessions through the lens of this story. The real master or owner takes what is his without asking, but promises to give it back. Better yet, I wonder what would change in our everyday life if we remembered who we are and to whom we belong. If we really belong to Jesus, maybe the things we spend too much time worrying about don't really matter quite as much as they really should. Maybe we will begin to experience a peace that far exceeds our own understanding. I believe that peace can guard our hearts and our minds when we remember we belong to Jesus Christ. Thanks for being with us right now, and I hope that we get another chance to spend time like this again together. If this was helpful to you, or if there's someone on your mind who might benefit from watching this video, think about sharing it with them, because you could be an answer to their prayers. Take care. I'll see you next time. you.